So we just made it to Stockholm.
We're over an hour late. Our train got delayed for who knows what.
And we didn't get to sit together, but I slept like 4 out of the 6 hours, which was fine.
I slept about an hour, but it wasn't a bad ride.
We're now in the train station in Stockholm. We have to go to the bathroom, but they cost money and we don't have change on us. So we're gonna go sit at McDonald's. We can't, it's about almost 1 o'clock and we can't check into our Airbnb until 4. So we have some time to kill, so we're just gonna hang out in the train station. All of our luggage is in a luggage locker. And we're just gonna hang out. Because we don't know what to do.
Nope. 80 and half. First metro.
We just spent like 4 hours in the train station. And 2 hours into it, we realized we could go sit in the first class lounge. So we sat there for about 45 minutes.
Best coffee I've had in Europe so far. They had like ham wraps and
we could have stored our luggage there and used free toilets and everything, but now we know.
We went 2 stops in the wrong direction.
It's an adventure. We're figuring it out. It's not our fault though, because this is the one we got on. 19 to Hasselby, and we needed 19 to Hagström. So we were on the right number, just wrong direction. So we made it to our Airbnb. It's really nice. We have a table, we have a bed. I'm not gonna show Matt because he's shirtless right now. He's been sick the past like 2 or 3 days. He's had a sore throat, he's been coughing, and his nose has just started running a lot. But we got to the Airbnb pretty easily. The lady is super nice. It's the best one so far, at least. We have our own private entrance, like that's our entrance, that's a bathroom. We have a little kitchenette in the closet. But tonight we're just gonna do what we do the first nights we get to places. We're gonna plan and we're gonna talk to family tonight, and then tomorrow we'll start our adventure here in Stockholm.
So, start of day 2 in Sweden. We're walking down this little road to the metro. It's about a 7-8 minute walk. Probably about a 30-minute commute to the city, I guess.
Yeah, not too bad.
But not too bad. We're just gonna have a relaxing day. We're gonna stop off in the old town, which is just a couple stops up from us.
You're holding it so low.
I don't wanna hold it up here.
That's what you're supposed to do.
It seems just unnatural. Anyways, we're going to Old Town, just a few stops from here, because our Airbnb host said that was her favorite part of town. She said it was very hipster and eclectic, which sounds a lot like Asheville.
Which is what we're used to. We're gonna go see how it adds up. So we're at the metro and we had an issue with one of our credit cards. Maybe MasterCard doesn't like Sweden. But luckily we have lots of cards, so we should be good. And we have cash if we need anything.
Where do we go?
I don't know. Goal number 1 is to find coffee and food. Need to find coffee and food. We wandered into a mall trying to find food.
We're gonna try to find the Swedish food court, see what they have. Sweet relief, we finally found a place that is decent in price and actually has a pretty good menu. So we stopped here for lunch.
We had to get the waitress to translate the menu for us, so I'm getting a cheeseburger and Matt's getting seafood pasta. Here's our food, Matt's pasta.
So beautiful.
And then I got the cheeseburger, which is a tiny little patty and fries. So we're gonna eat. We're starving. We're walking over a bridge to the island that Parliament and the Royal Palace is on, and it's really pretty. There's just alleyways there, down there, over there, and that's where we came from. Which way do we go?
Let's go that way.
That way. Let's go. Going through. Over here there's a street name, but it's like the tiniest little alleyway. This is cool. This is like the very touristy part. All of these walkways have like non-stop restaurants and shops and tourist shops and random things, and there's a lot of weird people.
Yeah.
lots of weird people on this walkway, but this is awesome. This is what I wanted to see in Stockholm, was the cities, because like, look at it. Look at the buildings. It's so pretty.
Star Wars.
We're walking down and I'm like, I hear Harry Potter. And he's like, so do I. And it's this guy playing glasses, water glasses. And he's playing Harry Potter and Star Wars and all different theme songs. It's a tunnel underneath these buildings. Just a tunnel. I've noticed in Scandinavia, they really like their oranges. But when we were in Oslo, I got an orange from the grocery store and it had no taste.
It's really gross.
Yeah, so I don't get why they really like oranges. We're trying to find the Royal Palace or Parliament, and I think this is one of them.
It looks pretty royal.
Yeah, it looks regal. Like, oh, look at the doggy! Oh my god, look at the doggy! So we're thinking this is the Royal Palace, and we're thinking this is Parliament. Or vice versa. But look at this bridge. It says this bridge was first mentioned in 1288. So we were wrong. This is the Royal Palace, thanks to this sign that we just ignored. So that's the Royal Palace. And this must be like the offices of Parliament or something. Why? I don't understand fashion.
That might be bait.
I don't know where he went. He scared me. I didn't know where he went. So we were talking to this old guy from England. He's from the east side of London. And it was a really cool conversation. He was really nice. I took his picture for him, and then he heard we were English speaking. So he was asking us where we were from.
And he said he's gonna go to the States next year and go to the East Coast.
The New England area.
New England area. He likes Vegas a lot.
Yeah, they've been a lot of times to Vegas.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And I just wanted to remember this conversation. And now we're at the Royal Palace. And since we don't have anything planned for today, I really want to go see the Royal Palace. Like, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to the treasury. We weren't allowed to have cameras or anything in there. And we just went into the chapel, the Royal Chapel, and they still have services in there every Sunday. So now we're gonna go try and find the royal apartment. So there's a tour guide behind us, and we heard him saying that the entrance in here to the royal apartment, the door is closed. And he said that when it's closed, it means the royals are there. So someone is there.
We'll be next to royalty.
Yeah. Basically a princess. So we went into the royal apartments, the treasury, the Trädkronor Museum.
The museum was really cool. They had tons of artifacts from the original castle from like the 13th century. Parts of like walls and pillars, and there was like bones of animals that showed what they ate at that time, and
it was really cool. It showed like all the way the castle was built and everything. But now we're going into the antique museum. We saw the antique museum, and now we are going to this really old church. I don't know where Matt is taking me. We gotta go to the entrance over here.
That would be an entrance.
Done with the tickets for the Royal Palace and the church.
I don't know what it's called, the Riggers Kirken or something.
I don't know, but it was cool. They had a bunch of, they were called chapels, but it was just places where
it's like burial
families,
chambers.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I thought it was really cool.
It was creepy. It's almost 4:30. Let's see what there is. And there's a pink building. Look at the pink building. Just down from that church is a overlook of the water. We're basically on an island right now. Say it. Say the name of the boat.
It's your garden.
We're back in Old Town, just walking around these streets again.
We have yet to actually go into like central Stockholm just because this place is really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm cool staying here. There's a cowboy. So we got to a bakery and we're gonna have some authentic Swedish. I'm gonna have hot chocolate and chocolate cake.
I'm gonna have a coffee and raspberry pie with vanilla sauce.
Yum. And it's right in like the center square.
Yeah, we accidentally found the square when we found this bakery, so.
There's a lot of stuff here. There's like a museum, there's a bunch of little cafes. And we're just sitting out. So here's what we ordered: chocolate cake and a huge hot chocolate.
I ordered vanilla sauce with a little bit of pie.
And a coffee. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is the most excited I've been for food since we've gotten here. This looks so good. So dessert is done, but we were sitting there and I kept seeing people take pictures of the building we were at, and I just couldn't understand what it was of. It's just a really pretty building. Matt said the one The red one, here I'll show you. The red one was what?
Built in the 1650s. And then the one we ate at, the yellow one, was medieval age.
They just look really cool. And that's where we ate. We're finding our way back to the metro. It was, turnout started off not that great. That lunch we had was, I really didn't like it. But after that, it got really good. Saw really cool things. And tomorrow, we're gonna do a really cool tour.
We saw a bunch of good possibilities for lunch stops tomorrow in this little Old Town area.
Yeah, we're definitely coming back here.
We thought we were in Old Town, like a half a mile south of here, off the metro, but we weren't. Once we got here, we knew we were here.
Yeah.
Scary, like so scary.
They really want the wheelchair people to grow.
So we found a lunch spot. It's called Cafe Stan Store, I think. It's in like an old medieval dungeon looking place. We took like 3 flights of steps down from the alleyway. Yeah, we're getting sandwiches. Jamie's getting a croque monsieur and I'm getting a brie and parma ham sandwich. Is it honest?
Yeah, it's in a dungeon. We're like sitting in a little cutout. There's more seats over here, but that was too creepy for me. But we're back in the Gamla Stan, which is the old town near the castle, or yeah, the palace that we went to yesterday. And today we got the hop on, hop off bus passes, so we're gonna go and do that. But first we needed to eat, and we found this place, and we'll let you know. So we got our food.
Looks pretty good.
It's the brie and parma, and then croque monsieur. Smells like a really good grilled cheese. Time to dig in. So we just finished lunch, well almost. My croque monsieur was amazing. Matt's sandwich was really good. And now he's finishing my croque monsieur for me. And we have decided that this is how we're gonna make grilled cheeses from now on. Grilled cheese with Dijon mustard and ham and a tomato. So good. We're gonna show you the journey down to the restaurant where we ate. Let's go.
We decided to leave and pay at the perfectly wrong time. Like an African tour group of like 30 people came in to this tiny little cafe dungeon thing, and we were behind all of them.
Yeah, we had to wait for all of them to get a coffee and a pastry, all of them. And they told us, they were like, just wait until they're done. And it's like, I just want to fucking pay. I just want to pay. So we're looking for the bus. And once again, we come across a race. We're just at the right races at the right time. And we're hoping that we found the place that the bus gets on. We're not really sure.
So we found a bus line, but it was the wrong company.
Yeah.
Apparently the ones I bought were, I guess, like an independent hop on, hop off bus, but it was like the first option it showed me when I typed in bus tours of the city. The driver was nice enough to take us like 5 or 6 blocks down the same road to our bus route. But we're on the green buses instead of the red buses. So, we got it right eventually.
We're figuring it out. we kind of finished the bus tour. We got to the first official stop on it, and he was like, all right, everyone get off the bus, where you gotta switch buses, and the other one was completely full. So we decided to get off and walk around and explore the other side of Stockholm.
Somewhere in Stockholm on the bus tour we saw there was like some kind of market where it was like a haggling, like bargaining style market where you go up and you can actually like bargain with the traders or the sellers. So we're gonna go find that, hopefully.
So our hopeless wandering in Stockholm has led us to IKEA. And we gotta go to IKEA in Stockholm. So we made it to the random little things.
Pretty much without the help of a map. We had to turn left on one road, but that was pretty much it.
They have a lot of random stuff. They have luggage. They had bags over there. They got fruit and phone stuff. So we're gonna look around. Probably won't get anything, but it'll be cool. Market wasn't really what Matt thought it was gonna be. They had a bunch of mushrooms.
Like a bunch of one kind of mushroom.
Yeah. Let me see if I can show you. It was these ones.
Chanterelles, and there is like some pomegranates and what we think are like really freaking big grapes, but they're probably not grapes.
Yeah.
That's about all they had.
Walking around, we're back in Gamla Stan, the old town. And we're just hanging out. There's Parliament. And then over here is the Royal Palace. And then over here is Matt. Our time in Stockholm is coming to an end. We leave tomorrow morning.
This is a really cool city. I mean, we got to learn a little bit of history, I guess, on the hop on, hop off bus.
Yeah, I really liked the tour, the stuff we did yesterday in the Royal Palace and that church. That was really cool, going around and seeing all these old things and the apartments that the royals live in. I really liked Old Town though. Gamla Stan is amazing. It's so pretty and the roads are so cool and there's so many shops and little restaurants.
Stockholm City is just your typical big city.
Yeah.
Something you could see every day, but yeah, Gamla Stan was definitely unique. It was really cool.
Yeah. Definitely the highlight of Stockholm. But we did get to go in IKEA. I mean, we walked down like a main strip of shops. Now we're gonna just hang out, go souvenir shopping, just see what trouble we can get into.
We should have a lot easier time souvenir shopping here. It's a lot more souvenir friendly than Oslo.
Yeah, Oslo sucked, but here we've seen a lot of souvenir shops, so we should be okay with that. So over here, right here is the Grand Hotel. And when we were on the bus, we learned that a lot of like important people stay there. But we also learned that when Barack Obama came here, for one day, him and his entire staff got the whole hotel to themselves. I want to be that kind of like important.
I don't get what it is about Europe and hot dogs that don't fit the bun. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. In America, we have hot dogs that are too small for the bun, usually. I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah. It looks really gross.
I wonder if this was for drainage or for like carriages.
I don't think this was for carriages. I'm sure this was too small for carriages.
I don't know.
It's probably drainage. They probably threw their poop and pee all over these little walkways. So we were buying souvenirs and we bought a postcard of the church we went to yesterday. And the guy was telling us that the little area that the church is on used to be connected to the Gamla Stan island. But they built this freeway in the middle of it and like disconnected them. And so it used to be one big island, but now it's not anymore because they built the roadways. So fun little facts we learned from buying souvenirs. Matt, say it.
Exmeds